हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं अनुपम चौधरी आप सभी का थ्योरी ऑफ कंप्यूटर सब्जेक्ट की लेक्चर सीरीज में वीडियो लेक्चर सीरीज में स्वागत करता हूं। और ये जो सब्जेक्ट है ये डिप्लोमा, डिग्री और इवन गेट एस्पिरेंट्स के लिए भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। उम्मीद करता हूं आपको अच्छी नॉलेज मिलेगी। फर्स्ट आई विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम सेट। व्हाट इज सेट? इट इज कलेक्शन ऑफ डिस्टिंक्ट एलिमेंट। सेट इज कलेक्शन ऑफ डिस्टिंक्ट एलिमेंट। किसी भी सेट में जितने भी एलिमेंट होंगे वो एक दूसरे से डिस्टिंग्विशेबल होंगे, एक दूसरे से डिफरेंट होंगे। कोई भी एलिमेंट सेम नहीं होगा। लाइक हियर एग्जांपल इज गिवन as a equals to 1 2 3. All three elements are different. 1 is different from 2, it is different from 3, 2 is different from 1 and 3 and so on. Type of set, finite set. Set having countable number of element is known as finite set. Like set A having 3 number of element, set B having 3 number of element. तो अगर किसी सेट के एलिमेंट को आप काउंट कर सकते हैं 3 4 5 6 10 20 10,000 20,000 etc. तो सेट हैविंग काउंटेबल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट, अगर किसी सेट के नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट काउंट कर लिए जा सकते हैं तो वो क्या कहलाएगा? आपका फाइनाइट सेट। एंड सेकंड वन इज इनफाइनाइट सेट। सेट हैविंग अनकाउंटेबल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट, अगर किसी सेट के एलिमेंट आप काउंट नहीं कर सकते नंबर एलिमेंट, that is known as infinite set. For an example, C, set of even numbers. Examples are 0 2 4 6 8. Infinite number of elements will be there. You cannot count how many numbers are there in set C, which is set of even number. They are infinite. So there are two types of set: finite set having countable number of elements, infinite set having uncountable number of elements. Simple. We are going to use this set very heavily in this subject. That's why I give brief introduction about it. Then the most important feature is grammar. What is grammar? It is set of rules. Formally we say grammar is set of rules. Rules के collection को आप क्या बोलेंगे? Grammar. And secondly, it is set of 4 tuples, that is V, T, P and S. V stands for finite set of variables or non-terminals. T is finite set of terminals. P is production or replacement rule, and S is the starting symbol. So there are 4 elements in a grammar. Superficially it is set of rules. Rules के collection को grammar बोलते हैं. Technically it is collection of 4 elements, 4 tuples, that is V, T, P and S. V is finite set of variables or non-terminals. T is finite set of terminals. P is production or replacement rule, and S is the starting symbol. To elaborate this, consider an example. Like we will take an example of English grammar. There is a rule. A non-terminal. There is a rule in grammar that noun can be followed by verb and it can be followed by adverb. Suppose our grammar contains only one rule. There is one rule in grammar that noun it will be followed by verb and it will be followed by adverb. Then I can replace noun with any name. Suppose I have replaced it with Sam. Verb is replaced by runs. Adverb is replaced by quickly. I get a sentence: Sam runs quickly. Let us take another example. Noun can be replaced by pat, verb is replaced by eats, and adverb is replaced by slowly. We get another sentence. Pat eats slowly. Now what I want to tell you, these three elements are termed as non-terminals or variables, and these 6 elements are termed as terminals. So what are non-terminals? Non-terminals are the element which can be replaced. Here what can be replaced? Noun, it can be replaced by Sam or Pat or any name. Verb, it can be replaced by runs, eats or any other verb. Adverb can be replaced by quickly, slowly or any other adverb. So we can replace noun, verb and adverb by different. So these three elements will be termed as non-terminals. So write down the definition. Non-terminals. Non-terminals are the element which can be replaced. नॉन टर्मिनल ऐसे एलिमेंट होते हैं जिनको आप रिप्लेस कर सकते हो. रिप्लेस कर पाओगे तो इनकी वैल्यू बदलेगी. वैल्यू बदलेगी मींस वेरिएबल. देखिए नॉन टर्मिनल्स का एक और नाम क्या है? वेरिएबल्स. तो नॉन टर्मिनल्स क्या क्या है? नॉन टर्मिनल्स आर द एलिमेंट व्हिच कैन बी रिप्लेस्ड एंड टर्मिनल्स. टर्मिनल्स आर रिवर्स. टर्मिनल्स आर द एलिमेंट which cannot be replaced. They are like constant. You can use constant also. So I started that grammar as 4 elements: non-terminal, terminal, next one is production, and last one is starting symbol. 2 I have told you: non-terminals, which are replaceable element, and terminal, which are irreplaceable element. Now let us consider the third example, that is production. Consider this example again. Here a non-terminal noun can be replaced by Sam or Pat. You will read it like noun can be replaced by Sam or Pat, and then verb, it can be replaced by runs or eats, and then adverb, it can be replaced by quickly or slowly. So noun being a non-terminal can be replaced by Sam or Pat. Verb being again a non-terminal can be replaced by runs or eats, and adverb can be replaced by quickly or slowly. So these are collection of production. And the last one is the starting symbol. So which was our first rule? Our first rule was noun will be followed by verb and it will be followed by adverb. So I write down as start symbol can be replaced by noun, followed by verb, followed by verb. So this is our complete grammar. Start is your starting symbol. It is the symbol where first rule of grammar start. The first rule of grammar is noun, it could be followed by verb, it could be followed by adverb. So start symbol will generate noun, verb and adverb. Then you can write down, replace noun by Sam or Pat, verb by runs or eats, and adverb by quickly or slowly. So this is our grammar. Okay. Now come to the language. Why do we write grammar? We write grammar to generate a language. If there is an English grammar, then what it aims? It aims to generate English language. If there is Hindi grammar, then what it aims? It aims to generate Hindi language. So if we have certain grammar, what we aim? We aim to generate something language, something set of collections. So language is, it is set of sentence generated by a, किसी भी ग्रामर से जितने भी सेंटेंस जनरेट हो सकते हैं उसके कलेक्शन को क्या बोलेंगे? उसके कलेक्शन को बोला जाएगा लैंग्वेज जनरेटेड बाय गिवन ग्रामर. Like in this grammar, what I write is start can be replaced by noun, followed by verb, followed by adverb. Noun can be replaced by Sam or Pat. Verb can be replaced by runs or eats. An adverb can be replaced by quickly or. Now consider this grammar. How many sentences can we make? We have to start from starting symbol. It can be replaced by noun, verb and adverb. Noun can be replaced by either Sam or Pat. So suppose we replace it by Sam. Verb can be replaced by runs or eats. Suppose I replace it by runs. And adverb can be replaced by quickly or slowly. Suppose I replace it by quickly. So we have got a sentence, Sam runs quickly. What can be another sentence? Noun is again replaced by Sam, verb is again replaced by runs, and adverb is replaced by slowly. So we get another sentence, Sam runs slowly. For again different sentence, noun is replaced by Sam and verb is replaced by eats and adverb is replaced by quickly. So we get another sentence, Sam eats quickly. Again we can replace it like this, Sam eats slowly. Sam eats slowly. So for word Sam, we have made 4 different sentences. Again, for word Pat, if I replace noun by Pat, I get another sentence, that is Pat runs quickly. If I replace it with Pat, then Pat runs slowly. Pat eats quickly and Pat eats slowly. So 4 number of sentence with Sam and 4 number of sentence with Pat. Total 8 number of sentences are there in the language generated by this particular grammar. If a grammar is constrained to this, the language will be 4 sentences with Pat and 4 sentences with Sam. That is 8 number of sentences will be there in the grammar that is generated by G. Complete grammar is written as this. Complete language is written as. So it is the complete language that is generated by grammar G and it is indicated by LG. Language generated by grammar G. That is LG. Language that is generated by grammar G. So for this grammar G, we have a language having 8 number of sentences like Pat runs quickly, Pat runs slowly, and Sam runs quickly, Sam runs slowly, and so on. So this is the relationship between the grammar and the language. In general, there is a rule that non-terminals are denoted in uppercase and terminals are denoted in lowercase. There is general assumption that non-terminals are represented in uppercase. Element which can be replaced are represented by uppercase, and element which cannot be replaced are represented in lowercase. This is general presumption. Now consider a grammar. If for this grammar, if I ask you, tell me what are non-terminal, tell me what are terminals, I have given you production. So, by considering this grammar, you can tell that S is a non-terminal being in uppercase, small a and small b are terminals being in lowercase. P is production which is given itself. S can be replaced by ASB or AB. Production tells us how a non-terminal can be replaced by group of terminal and non-terminals. So this is production, and S is your starting symbol. The starting symbol is S again. First point from where you write your sentence. First point where you write your first rule of grammar. That is S. Now consider another set of production. That is production number 3. Now for this grammar, again I ask you, state what are non-terminal and what are terminals. Then you will get confused, since there is no uppercase or lowercase of hash and star and dollar. But you can differentiate it by the definition. What is definition? Non-terminal can be replaced. So elements which are available at left hand side of a production are certainly non-terminal. So for this production, left hand side variable element is star. So star is non-terminal. For this production, left hand side element is hash. This hash is non-terminal. The element which are at the left hand side of a production is known as non-terminal, and right hand side can be a terminal or a non-terminal both. So how we will going to differentiate terminal? We can differentiate terminal by element which are present at left hand side are non-terminal, and element which are not present at left hand side are terminal. So A, it is not available at left hand side, so it is a terminal. Dollar, it is not again available on left hand side, it is again a terminal. B is not available on left hand side, it is again a terminal, and E is also not available on the left hand side, it is again a terminal. So star can be replaced by A, dollar or BE. Its value can be changed. It could be A dollar or BE. Hash can be replaced by A. But if sometime I write A, it cannot be replaced. Dollar, it cannot be replaced. Similarly for B and D. So these are terminals. So what we have learned, element which are left hand side of a production are known as non-terminal, and element which are not available at left hand side of a production are known as terminals. Consider this grammar, that is grammar number 2. Grammar can be represented by production or a terminal. This can be grammar number 2. How? If productions are given, we can identify non-terminal, terminal and starting symbol. How? Simple. Element which are available at left hand side are non-terminal. Element which are not available on left hand side are terminal. And first rule, from which point the first rule start, is known as the starting symbol. That is S in this case. So if a production are given, we can say complete grammar is given, since we can identify non-terminal, terminal starting from production of a grammar. Now, I want to find out language generated by grammar number 2. Next, I want to find out the language generated by grammar number 2, that is LG2. So we will start from the starting symbol, which is given as S. And how many sentences we can generate from this grammar, and collection of that sentences will be known as language generated by this grammar. So we will start from S, and from S it can be replaced by ASB or AB. So suppose I have replaced S with AB. Then this is the sentence. What statement can be known as a sentence or a string? Find out, note down. String or sentence it is collection of only ऐसा कोई भी स्टेटमेंट जिसमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ टर्मिनल्स हो, उस सेंटेंस उस स्टेटमेंट को आप क्या बोलेंगे? स्ट्रिंग या फिर सेंटेंस। तो इस स्टेटमेंट में सिर्फ और सिर्फ दो टर्मिनल हैं, दैट इज ए एंड बी, सो दिस स्टेटमेंट विल बी अ सेंटेंस और अ स्ट्रिंग. देन हाउ मेनी मोर सेंटेंस और स्ट्रिंग कैन बी फॉर्म फ्रॉम दिस ग्रामर, एंड कलेक्शन ऑफ दैट दोज विल बी ग्रामर लैंग्वेज. So again we will start from S, and S can be replaced by A as B. This statement A as B, it is not a sentence because of presence of S. S being a non-terminal is available here. तो ऐसा कोई भी स्टेटमेंट जिसमें नॉन टर्मिनल आ रहा हो वो सेंटेंस नहीं होता है. सेंटेंस में सिर्फ और सिर्फ क्या होते हैं? टर्मिनल्स. तो दिस कैन नॉट बी रिगार्डेड एज अ सेंटेंस. Whether it is regarded as sentential form of a sentence, that is sentential form. And A being a terminal and B being a terminal cannot be replaced. What can be replaced is non-terminal S. Again, we can replace it with ASB or AB. Suppose I replace it with AB. I get another sentence double A and double B. This statement is a sentence or string because all the four elements are terminal, and collection of terminal is known as sentence or string. और कौन सा ऐसे स्टेटमेंट आप बना सकते हैं, कौन सा स्ट्रिंग बना सकते हैं? उसके लिए आप क्या करेंगे? अगेन स्टार्ट करेंगे S से. S की जगह पे आप रिप्लेस करेंगे A as B. Again A and B being non-terminal, being terminal cannot be replaced. What we can replace is non-terminal S, and S can be replaced by A as B. So this is sentential form due to presence of S. This is again a sentential form due to presence of S. And to make a sentence, we will replace this S with AB. So we will get another sentence, that is triple A and triple B. Now if we recursively replace this S by ASB and then AB, we can get so many number of sentences. We can get infinite number of sentences like AB, double B, triple A, triple B, and similar kind of more sentences could be there. So this is language number 2. Symbolically we can show it like A to the power n, B to the power n, and will start from 1. Here power means number of occurrences of that symbol. A की power n, n number of A followed by n number of B, and n will start from 1 means A to the power 1 and B to the power 1. Single occurrence of A, single occurrence of B. That is AB. a to the power 2, b to the power 2, a square, b square. It is regarded as two occurrences of a and two occurrences of b. That is double a double b. And triple a triple b, it can be replaced by a cube and b cube. So in the format of string इस तरीके से लिखा जाएगा कि लैंग्वेज में कौन कौन सी स्ट्रिंग है, ए बी डबल बी ट्रिपल बी एंड सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ मोर स्ट्रिंग्स. And symbolically we can write it a to the power n, b to the power n over n is greater than equals to 1. Okay. What will be there if I write it with 0? Then a to the power 0, b to the power 0, we get a new element, that is null. 0 occurrence of a, 0 occurrence of b, that is null. It is not part of this particular language, since null is not a member of this language. Smallest member, that is the member of this language, is ab. So I am going to write it like n is greater than equals to 1. बट मैंने आपको बताया कि नल क्या होता है. नल इज नॉट नथिंग. जीरो occurrence of a and zero occurrence of b is known as null. There is nothing. Null, void, blank, empty. It can be known as null, void, blank or empty. Nothing is there. Now consider again another grammar. S can be replaced by a as b or null. So what is the non-terminal here? Non-terminal is S. Terminals are a and b. Null is not considered as a non-terminal or terminal explicitly. It works like a terminal, but it is never, ये काम जरूर करता है टर्मिनल का, पर इसको कभी भी टर्मिनल के सेट में रिप्रेजेंट नहीं किया जाता है. क्यों नहीं किया जाता है? क्योंकि इसका कोई एग्जिस्टेंस नहीं है. नल इज व्हाट? नथिंग. नल, वॉइड, ब्लैंक, एम्प्टी. इसका कोई एग्जिस्टेंस नहीं होता है, इसलिए इसको टर्मिनल कंसीडर नहीं करते हैं, जबकि ये काम टर्मिनल का ही करता है. तो फॉर दिस ग्रामर P3 या ग्रामर नंबर 3, I have changed AB with null. If I have changed the grammar, then language is certainly going to be changed. Now I am going to find the language affected by grammar number 3. So again we will start from S. S की जगह आप क्या बना सकते हैं? null. null अब एक स्ट्रिंग है या नहीं है? मैंने आपको बताया अभी कि नल टर्मिनल का ही काम करता है, भले टर्मिनल के सेट में नहीं लिखा जाता है क्योंकि इसका फिक्सल एक्सटेंस नहीं है, बट ये स्टिल क्या कहलाएगा? टर्मिनल का सेट. इट इज एन एम्प्टी स्ट्रिंग. स्ट्रिंग विदाउट एनी टर्मिनल, इट इज नोन एज एम्प्टी स्ट्रिंग. तो फर्स्ट स्ट्रिंग दैट इज जनरेटेड बाय दिस ग्रामर इज नोन एज नल. और क्या स्ट्रिंग जनरेट की जा सकती है? और आप s को रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं a s b से, देन इस s को रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं null से and b. व्हाट इज इट? a आ रहा है, फिर null आ रहा है और फिर क्या आ रहा है? b. यानी a आ रहा है, फिर कुछ नहीं आ रहा है, फिर b आ रहा है. इट इज सेम एज a b. सो अनदर स्ट्रिंग इज a b. और क्या जनरेट किया जा सकता है? s की जगह आपने a s b लिखा, इस s की जगह a s b रखा, एंड देन इस s की जगह आप क्या रख सकते हैं? null. double a null double b, it is same as double a double b. and similar kind of more strings. अगर इस s को रिप्लेस करते जाएंगे आप a s b से एंड देन null से, तो आगे स्ट्रिंग क्या आ जाएगा? ट्रिपल a ट्रिपल b, देन 4a 4b, देन 5a 5b एंड so. So language generated by grammar number 3 is null, ए बी, डबल बी, ट्रिपल बी एंड सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ मोर स्ट्रिंग्स। और इसको सिंबॉलिकली क्या लिखा जा सकता है? सिंबॉलिकली आप लिख सकते हैं a to the power n b to the power n over n is greater than equals to 0. Now अब आपको डिफरेंस समझ में आ रहा हो, n is greater than equals to 0 में क्या आ रहा है और n is greater than equals to 1 में क्या आ रहा है। जब यहाँ पे a b था तब लैंग्वेज क्या आ रहा था? a to the power n b to the power n is greater than equals to 1। और जब यहाँ पे नल है तो लैंग्वेज चेंज हो गई है, किसमें? a to the power n b to the power n and n is greater than equals to 0। Since एक और स्ट्रिंग यहाँ पे कंसीडर होगी, दैट इज एम्प्टी स्ट्रिंग या नल स्ट्रिंग, दैट इज नल। प्रीवियस केस में ये अवेलेबल नहीं। नाउ लेट अस कंसीडर लास्ट ग्रामर ऑफ दिस सेक्शन, ग्रामर प्रोडक्शन नंबर 4 और ग्रामर नंबर। Here I have changed S can be replaced by AS or B. Non-terminal are given as S, terminal are again given as A and B because A और B को आपने लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में नहीं लिखा है, इसको आप रिप्लेस नहीं कर सकते। एंड नॉन टर्मिनल बता चुका हूँ मैं आपको S है जो कि लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में लिखा है, इसको रिप्लेस किया जा सकता है AS से या फिर B से। A और B ये लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में अवेलेबल नहीं है, इनको आप रिप्लेस नहीं कर सकते हैं। सो दीज आर टर्मिनल। एक ही प्रोडक्शन है, कहाँ से लिखा है आपने? S से, S is your starting से। Now what I try to get is language emitted by the grammar number 4, that is LG4। अब इस ग्रामर नंबर 4 से लैंग्वेज क्या जनरेट हो रही है ये चेक करना है। अगेन स्टार्ट करेंगे आप कहाँ से? अगेन आपका एम क्या होगा? कौन कौन सी स्ट्रिंग जनरेट की जा सकती है उस स्ट्रिंग्स को निकालिए और सेट नोटेशन में लिख दीजिए। फिर चाहे तो आप उसको किसी सिंबॉलिक नोटेशन में भी लिख सकते हैं। चलिए एस की जगह आप रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं बी। सो इट इज अ सेंटेंस, डेफिनेटली इट इज अ सेंटेंस सिंस इट इज कलेक्शन ऑफ ओनली टर्मिनल। और क्या सेंटेंस बनाए जा सकते हैं? एस की जगह आप एस रख सकते हैं। ये एक सेंटेंस नहीं है, क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि यहाँ पे नॉन टर्मिनल एस अवेलेबल है। जब तक नॉन टर्मिनल अवेलेबल है तब तक ये स्टेटमेंट सेंटेंशियल फॉर्म कहलाएगा। जैसे ही सारे नॉन टर्मिनल कन्वर्ट हो जाएंगे टर्मिनल में, स्ट्रिंग टर्मिनेट होगी और वो क्या कहलाएगा? आपका सेंटेंस टर्मिनेट होगा और वो आपका कहलाएगा स्ट्रिंग। इस एस की जगह बी बना दिया तो अगेन आपको एक स्ट्रिंग मिल रही है ए बी। फिर से स्टार्ट करेंगे एस से। एस की जगह आपने ए एस रखा, एस की जगह अगेन ए एस रखा, देन इस एस की जगह बी रख दिए। सिमिलरली यू आर गेटिंग अ सेंटेंस डबल ए बी। तो जितनी बार आप एस को ए एस से रिप्लेस करते जाएंगे उतनी बार ये बढ़ता जाएगा और टर्मिनल पर सेंटेंस बनाने के लिए आपको एस को किससे रिप्लेस करना पड़ेगा? बी से। तुरंत आपका सेंटेंस बनेगा। तो लैंग्वेज इज गोइंग टू बी बी, ए बी, double AB, triple AB and similar kind of more sentence. Symbolically it can be written as a to the power n b, n is greater than equals to 0. a to the power n and b, n number of a followed by b and n will start with 0. Since a to the power 0 b is nothing but a का कितना ऑक्रेंस हो रहा है? 0 और b का 1, it is nothing but। So this is the relationship between the grammar and a language.